My name is David Ralak, a violinist from the Conservatoire. I learned here at the Conservatoire. I played for about 7 years.
My name is Oanda.
My name is Mwiti. I'm a violinist at the Conservatoire Orchestra. I've been playing violin for almost 5 years.
My name is Leshan Masikonte. I began music in class 5, but I began with violin for 1 term. In class 6, this is called a cello. When the cellos landed, I don't know, I just fell in love with the sound, the size, everything about it.
It's not the easiest instrument to learn. You know, you have to do crazy hours and crazy hours of practice for you to get to a professional level.
I fell in love with the instrument and decided I'm going to start learning, but the challenge was I didn't have a teacher quite, and I was in school at the time, so I decided to teach myself.
I decided to take lessons at the Conservatoire.
There are no teachers in Kenya for cello. I think there are like 3 so far. And since my childhood, I've never been taught cello by a cellist. I've always been taught by a violin player.
I went to perform there about 3 weeks ago for the Commonwealth. Performances leading up to the sports, the games and stuff. It was a very good experience. We played all around Scotland. We played in public. We played in concert halls at the Royal Conservatoire. We played. It was a pretty good gig. We had 8 musicians from Kenya, 8 from India, 8 from Scotland.
The music I listen to is basically my inspiration. Like, it has lots of strings in it. It's usually contemporary, not more of classical, but it's still it gives a good feel of the string section in most of the songs. And mostly, like when I go for events that play classical music as well, I get inspired a lot. And I like the sound. That's basically what inspires me.
My best piece is a Bruch Violin Concerto in G minor, number 3. That piece talks to me. First of all, the key that it is in, that's G minor.
My best piece has to be Julio by Mark Summer. It is quite contemporary, not involving classical keys and things. It has a lot of good rhythms and riffs.
The funny thing is I actually want to play violin as good as my fellow quartet members, like Ken and Ralak. Ralak actually played his grade 8. He did his grade 8 exams on the violin and passed, so I think I look up to such people.
My inspiration is, to be honest, when I was starting this instrument, I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I know many musicians don't want to admit it, but the money can be pretty good from this instrument. It gives you a living. You know, most people don't believe you can actually earn a living from this, but the fact that I can have a living from this and have fun at the same time is what really inspires me to do this thing rather than doing any other thing in life.
I believe that I should study outside because it'll avoid so many challenges that I'll find better teachers, better tutors, better facilities to play at. And when I come back, I can actually facilitate a cello playing institution, or maybe just teach many people cello so that it doesn't have to be out of the blues and everyone might know what a cello is.
So I've pretty much spent the last half hour trying to memorize these guys' names, and I think I've done a good job, all right? And here they are, and they're going to perform for us in just a little bit. Christian, Leshan, Emmanuel, and Kevin.
Ken.
Good job. What is it? Is it Ken?
Ken.
Ken. It's a pleasure to meet you guys.
Pleasure.
Welcome
Pleasure.
to AM Live.
Thank you.
Sheila's on leave. I'm a bit jealous. So you don't get to meet her today. But thank you for being here this morning.
Thank you.
You guys have, of course, had a passion for music well before you ever met, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Let us start with you, Christian.
Yeah.
Where did your love and, kind of the journey in music start for you?
I was about 3,
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
4, around there.
Uh-huh.
But I started playing piano I was in kindergarten
Okay.
at the time.
Really?
Yeah.
That's like 5 years old. Playing piano?
Ish, yeah.
Wow. Okay. So do you come from a musical background, a family? Musical family? You're the
Yeah.
only one.
We all started at playing piano, but they all dropped off.
Okay.
I was left.
And you stuck. All right. Leshan, for you, you have the biggest instrument here.
Yes.
Yes. That is a cello.
Yes, it's a cello.
It's beautiful.
Many people call it a big violin.
When did music for you begin, and when did you discover that you could do this?
For me, I was around 12, not 4,
Yeah.
3. But I was 12, and I started with the violin, actually, but for only 1 term, and then I fell in love with this
Okay.
and continued that way.
And the rest is history.
Yes.
Okay. What about you, Emmanuel?
Actually, my journey started at high school.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried the trumpet, but that wasn't for me. So I had to pick up the violin.
So I feel like all of you have tried an instrument before you settled on the one you have
Yeah.
now. How difficult is it to sort of say, you know what, this is not working for me. Sorry, mom and dad, for buying me this nice expensive trumpet, but now I need a guitar. Now I need a cello. Thank you for the piano lessons, but I don't want to play piano anymore. How was it for you?
It was hard deciding, choosing between the trumpet and the violin.
Yeah.
I had to really like consult people. Is the violin good to play? Then I watched videos and I noticed, yeah, I think I love the violin better because the trumpet, it's too loud for me. I think it's too
Okay.
loud for me.
All right.
Yeah.
And of course, you also have a violin.
Yes.
Kevin, can I see it? But the one thing that I know is that there are certain violins that are made or used to be made of horse. Ken, why do I keep calling you Kevin? I'm sorry.
okay.
Used to be made of horsehair. Is that true?
This is made from horsehair.
It is, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. I've learned a few things doing this show.
Yeah.
Tell us about your musical journey.
Mine is different. My first instrument was the violin.
Okay.
Yeah, so in high school, I started in high school around Form 3 when I was 16. I really had a good teacher, so he kept on inspiring me to play. He was also a very good violinist himself. So yeah, he's actually the person who drove me to play the violin
And pursue
and
classical
pursue
music.
classical music. I'm only gonna play the violin.
You're not like your friends over here, are you? Yeah. The mind
So
changers.
no. But
Alright.
cello maybe.
Cello maybe.
Yeah,
All right.
if I get time.
I think for me, the number of musicians that I've met that can play instruments, it's always very interesting to find that you guys can play more than one. And just to have that musical ear can allow you to do that. Let's talk about classical music and how Kenyans have sort of grown into where we are today. Is this something that you guys were always listening to growing up, Emmanuel?
Personally, I listened to, when I was growing up, I listened to all sorts of Vivaldi music.
Okay.
Yeah, Beethoven music.
Mhm.
That's what I liked most.
Yeah.
That's what I liked most, yeah.
We want to see your face, so you need to put your violin down.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's what I liked most, Vivaldi music. That's what inspired me to pick up classical music.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about you?
For me, it's quite interesting. I started listening to classical music once I started the violin, and it's like I've been missing out on a new world, on a whole world. Or once I started listening to classical music, I felt like, what have I been listening to all these other years?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so I'm now crazy about classical music.
I mean, and that's the thing. It's sort of, it wasn't cool, I think, growing up to listen to. And I grew up in a completely different era than you guys, but you didn't grow up listening to Mozart or Beethoven and going, yeah, it was TLC and LL Cool J and Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey. Those were the people who were cool. Growing up, did you have to hide it, Leshan? Did you have to hide your love for Beethoven and Mozart? Because it wasn't Tupac?
No, actually, I'm not like them.
Okay.
Classical music is not what I fancy a lot.
All right. What do you
But
like?
I still play it on the cello. But I prefer playing contemporary music on the cello.
Okay.
Like, it's a twist. It's not playing cello how it's supposed to be played. It's playing cello in a different style.
And instruments are made to do that,
Exactly.
to sort of conform and change according to the musician's interests, isn't it? I like that. I like how different all of you are. What about you, Christian? You know, what did you grow up listening to, and how have you embraced and would like other people, other Kenyans, to embrace classical music?
I listen to different music, not classical, just more singing stuff, and yeah, I think so. But classical music, I like to listen to it,
Right.
but not play it. I think I'm like Leshan in a bit. I like listening, but putting in the practice and playing is quite hard, I think. So I'd rather stick to my contemporary.
Stick to what you know. But that's interesting for me, because for the four of you to play so beautifully together and to have this very one fused sound from all your backgrounds and all your interests is something that's kind of incredible. Tell us a little bit about how it works. You find someone who has the same interest, who you'd like to start a group with, a band with, but then how do you make it all work with all these sort of four different facets of interests, musical background, what you listen to, how you interact with your instrument? How does that work, Leshan?
I think forming a group with different people is the better idea. You get more ideas, it's broad. It's something like if Ken likes classical and I like contemporary, you know, we can play classical, we can play contemporary, we can play singing stuff, we can play a lot of music. Like generally, we get a broader aspect other than getting four guys who like classical music and are fixed. They don't want to play contemporary.
Yeah,
So it's
you can always take this to the next level.
Yes.
There's always room to sort of grow and reinvent, isn't it? For you, those, knowing that classical music is your thing, you know, and these guys decide to become Sauti Sol Nishike, yeah, what happens to, I guess, you in a sense of where you want to go with your classical interest? Or sometimes, is there a balance? Where do you strike the balance?
Well, there is a balance. There's so much that I learned from classical music, which you can incorporate into the Sauti Sol songs that we play. And we actually changed something in the song, which we all like,
Okay.
and which I think other guys will also like. So yeah, we don't just play everything exactly the way it is.
Okay, which
Yeah.
is it's a good thing. Do you have any original sort of music that you guys have composed, are working on? What is the sound? What is a kind of identity generally, Emmanuel, that you'd like to put out there as your work, your original work?
Yeah, actually, right now we are working on our song. Maybe we'll play it later, but not today.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
why you came here, so you could play us your song. It's not ready.
Yeah, it's not
Bado
ready.
inaiva?
Bado inaiva.
Right.
But we play other songs. We play people's songs, but differently, quite differently. Yeah,
Okay, so
Yeah.
you guys are going to perform for us in a little bit, of course.
definitely.
The Kenya Music, is it Kenya Music Conservatoire? Kenya Conservatoire of Music, yes. You know, amazing people have been through this amazing platform. And there's something also that's happening towards giving back to the underprivileged. Ghetto Classics, I'm sure you guys have been involved with that. What do you guys think about using music to sort of reach out to those who never thought that, you know, classical music could be something they could embrace? Kids who, other than get into trouble and get into sort of, you know, bad habits and drugs and things like that, are now starting to pick up violins in the most unexpected of places. In Madare, you'll hear classical music coming from, you know, coming from one of the homes, and it's about this great project. Can you tell us a little bit about why it's important to give back to that sort of level?
First of all, taking up a musical instrument, it takes a lot of your time. You're required to practice, you're required to learn. So when you're playing the music, yeah, that's a good use of your time instead of involving yourself in things that you shouldn't be involved in.
Right.
And also, you also develop other qualities like timekeeping. So, because you know you have a lesson at this time, you know your teacher is waiting for you, so you have to be there before time. So therefore, that quality,
discipline, yeah.
that quality will just carry on into your future life, to your job. You'll always be on time.
That's fantastic. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
What can you say about this amazing project and giving back?
Yeah, giving back to the society through music. I've seen this thing changing Kenyan people, mostly the small children today. Because like at Korogocho, Kawangware, we have El Sistema at Kawangware and the Ghetto Classics, you said. These projects actually aim at occupying the small children so that they cannot be involved in theft, all those bad things that go on slums.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Leshan?
And to add on to what Nacheri said, you start with a child at a very early age. They do not develop these habits. It doesn't happen. All their time is consumed. They're practicing their lessons, they're teaching, and you know we do it for free. If we're asked, let's go and teach those guys, you go ahead, you do it. It's like giving back to the community.
Right.
You're helping everyone.
And it
it's a good
definitely
thing.
works.
Yeah.
Out of all these guys, Christian, you started the earliest.
Yeah,
At 3?
around 4-ish, 5.
2, 3, yeah.
Not
Some of
two.
us were doing nothing
Not
but
two.
drooling. Right? But talk to us about sort of your journey and your life, starting out in music and being sort of focused from a very young age, and what that has done for you in terms of confidence, personality, and a network of friends.
When I started out, I was a kid.
Yeah.
Um,
You were a baby.
yeah. I used to do the Mary had a little lump kind of stuff, and I went up but my teacher, no, I left the school where I was learning. It was Rusinga. Then I went to Riara. There, I wasn't that serious with music, so I let it slide. But then, after that, I went to another school where there was, again, no music at all. So now, it died from there. But then, in high school, I decided to get it back on. And I started with piano from 1. I picked up a few on the way. And, yeah.
Now you're with the guitar.
Yeah-ish.
Okay, so how many instruments do you play, Christian? Let's just play it out there. It's okay. You can tell us all of them. This is your time to shine. Okay, so you play the guitar, you play the piano.
I was playing the violin. I think the saxophone.
Okay, 4.
Are we done? We're done.
We're done? 4? 4 instruments? That's awesome.
Just that. No.
No. You have to shout it out. You're national live TV. You have to say, yes, I play the flute. I think every Kenyan plays the flute. Right? We
The
all had to
recorder.
go through the recorder.
Yes.
Sorry. Oh my goodness, that thing. I used to separate mine in parts and hide it all over the house because I didn't want to practice. I thought it was just crazy annoying. But I think you guys have had a great journey of music. And tell us a little bit about what it takes, how often you practice, and what you're about to perform for us. Let's start with you, Emmanuel. How often do you guys meet to rehearse?
We meet twice a week.
Okay.
Yeah, we meet twice a week. And you have to have psych. You have to have psych for this. If you want to go far, you have to have psych for your instrument. You have to know that at this time I'm supposed to be somewhere practicing with my people. You have to know that if this is what I like, this is what I want to do. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's the same thing here on this show. The amount of people who are awake right now to make this possible, you have to love it.
Yeah, true.
Otherwise, there's no possible way that you'll be able to execute every single day and perform at your level best. And it's important, if you're going to do something, you do it well, or just keep sleeping is what I really believe. What can you say? What can you say to that, Leshan?
Yes, it involves a lot of practice time. That practice twice a week with our different schedules is quite hectic, and we still push towards that practice. There are many guys in Kenya who can play instruments, and they play and they leave it at home. They practice at home and do nothing with them. And as you said, if you want to do it, you better do it well, or you don't do it at all.
Exactly. Hit it out of the park or go home, is what I say. Today, you guys are about to perform for us a cover.
Covers.
Covers. 2.
Medley.
No. A few.
A few.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Tell us a little bit about the selection for this particular track that we're about to hear.
Well, we're looking for something that's familiar with everyone.
Okay.
So
Did you argue to come to this decision?
Yeah.
Yes,
We
you
had to.
did on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
No, you guys, that's how we work.
Well, yeah, we had
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Creative
everything,
conflict is
yeah.
good, isn't it?
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, tell us about this about the, I guess, melodies. I don't understand. Is it one song or is it a myriad of many mixed songs?
Yes.
Exactly.
Mixed.
Not told us anything, but it's fine. All right, here they are. All right, shall I introduce you guys?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, introduce you as
Cuatro
Huh?
String Quartet.
string quartet.
Cuatro.
Quanto string?
Cuatro.
Cuatro. Uno, dos, quartet. Okay, here we go. All right. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Quartet. Here they are. Go for it, guys. Go for it.
Okay.
You guys want a tune? Okay.
Cool.
amazing. I heard all my favorite top songs in there. There was KooKoo, Uliza, Kiatu. This one is the last one?
Number one.
Lovely. I mean, okay, now I get it. Now I get the fusion of contemporary and classic. And you guys are amazing, amazing. You're going places. Congratulations, that was great.
Thank you.
So these artists that you're doing the remixes for, you should call them up. A classical remix would be something really good. So Elani, mumesikia. Everybody who's heard their song up, they have to show up and holler at these guys and put them on your next track. As you can see, they do an amazing, amazing thing. Thank you, gentlemen. Before we go, very quickly before we take a break, our trend of the day is me, myself, and I, and it's about describing your best attributes. All right, so we're going to start with you, Christian, before we take a break. Give me your best attribute, apart from your sense of style, which we like. All right, what is your top thing that if anyone was ask you to advertise yourself, or how would you best describe yourself?
I think I'll talk about my music.
All right.
Yeah.
What about it? We know you're good, but what about it?
I like it, and I don't know, I can play a few instruments.
Okay, so next time somebody asks you that, you say, I think I'm an amazing musician. Say it.
I think I'm an okay musician.
You'll get there. And what about you, Leshan?
I can say I'm influential.
Okay. I like it.
Yes. It sounds boasty, but no, not really.
No. You have to toot your own horn. You guys should know that.
Ah.
Yeah. You have to toot your own. Nobody else will. Nobody else will, right?
Okay.
Emmanuel, best describe yourself. Let's move the violin.
I think I'm the best violinist.
Oh, he's learning. By the time we get here, what about you? You're not the best violinist because Emmanuel's taken that.
Yeah, he's taken that. Fine, I'll see my second attribute. I'm good timekeeper.
Oh, great.
Yes.
You're punctual.
Yes.
Excellent. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. So you guys are good with your choices? Yeah? All right. I think I'm friendly. I think I'm very friendly, even to strangers and weirdos. Yeah. You guys were strangers until just recently, so there you go. All right, we have one caller on the line who'd like to say something to you guys. Good morning.
Morning.
Hi.
Hi, naitwa Kendi Roslyn.
Sasa Kendi.
Nimefurahia sana vijana kwa shule, nimefungulia sasa hii nikawapata. Na sasa kijana wangu hapo hapa 3 years.
Okay.
Anapenda sana kudance na guitar.
Oh, that's lovely.
Sasa ningetaka kujua vile yani naweza kukuza hiyo kipawa yake.
Good stuff. Aya, tutaanza na ule anajua kutoka akiwa mdogo. Ni ule pale anaitwa Christian. Alianza pia yeye kucheza akiwa miaka 3. So what can you advise Rosalind, my dear Christian?
I think if he started now, anafaa kuendelea hivyo. Na inaweza fika wakati atasema wacha niache, lakini mkumbushe mbona alianza na anafaa kuendelea hadi akuwe mzee.
Sasa shida yangu kubwa ni ana gitaa. Sasa yani huwa anacheza tu na chochote, akipata bawa, akipata simu, yani
kitu yoyote atapata atacheza nayo.
Sasa hata kitu kimuza kubwa ni mdogo, lakini anasema kitu yani nataka gitaa. Yani ukimuza wataka nini, nataka gitaa.
That's so sweet. How much is a guitar? Rose, ngoja kidogo Roslyn, how much is a guitar, Christian?
I think about 15K.
15K. But then there's used ones as well.
Yeah.
Roslyn, uko Facebook?
Niko Facebook.
Aya, leo ukienda Facebook usiende tu kuangalia picha za watu.
OLX.
Uende hata OLX, uende utapata, unaweza pata hata za watoto ni it's much cheaper. Yeah. Unaweza pata kale kadogo. Hata ukienda Nakumat ama Tuskys, kwanza uko town. Hata House of Leather. Yeah, there's a couple of places you can get a guitar for him. Na yuko tu na miaka 3, si lazima ununue kubwa. Ndio at least aanze, si ndio? Aya, enda Facebook utafute guitar utapata. Thank you Rosin. Keep encouraging him now. Don't give up on his talent. Thank you. It's very important that parents don't give up when they see that their kids have something, isn't it?
That's true.
Yes. Gentlemen, it's been an honor and a pleasure having you here. Yeah, there's some friends their entourage who came with them, and thank you guys for bringing the group. Thank you for being here. You're amazing. All right, can you play me just one last one as we take a break, a quick one? Yeah, can we do the KooKoo one? I'll sing because I'm the 4th member of Elani. If y'all didn't know.
It's cool.
All right, so here we go. I'll try to remember the words. I'll let you lead me. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. All right, we'll be right back after this commercial break. Keep playing. Don't stop. Don't stop. Keep playing.
What were you expecting?
At all. Just, you know, your regular, like, classical stuff.
Bring it.
Please.
Take it, have it.
Could you take a photo with you like this?
Yes, let me get my phone.
Ronnie.
That was amazing.